Greetings all, Mytho here, and in this video we're going to dive into the new Bulwark Sword event in Gundam Battle Gunpla Warfare. The event is already live, so let's take a look at the description, achievements, missions, and coin shop, as well as the 2 new pickup capsules available in the store. Let's head over to the event description here to see exactly what Bulwark Sword has to offer. So it's looking structure-wise to be similar to the other weekly events that we've got going on here. Again, you're going to get the multipliers for having certain parts equipped. So with this event, you've got the Sword Strike Gundam, which is the coin shop set with a 2x multiplier, a Gundam Gujin set, which was the last coin shop set with another 2x multiplier, and then a Shining Gundam set giving you the 5x multiplier, and the Sengoku Astray Gundam set giving you a 7x multiplier. Those last 2 sets are the ones that are available in the parts capsules, the new pickup parts capsules, but you will only need one of those parts to achieve that multiplier. Scrolling down here, it does say that we have the EX mission with no continues and a title as a reward, and it is listing an SP1 and SP2 reward track with only technique attribute gunplas allowed. But as you will see in a second, those are not listed yet. So as normal, we will be getting SP mission track later on in the event. So as always, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to the achievement section to see what sort of rewards we're looking at in this event. So as regular, we're looking at a couple of different progression tracks for the rewards in the achievement section. Normal blue awakening circuits here. We've got the 1 AI circuit for the very hard track. Then we've got super hard that ends in, let's see here, just 1 of the regular awakening circuits now. So last event there was 2 available for the super hard missions, so it looks like we're down to just 2 total awakening circuits from the event achievements. But for the scenario battle, which is new, we're looking at 60 sword coins. So that seems to be a new aspect of the event. To see what's up with that, let's check out the mission roster. So yeah, this is a new addition to the event system here. It looks like we've got, and I don't know if this is in lieu of the SP missions that we've been seeing in events before, but a Situation 1 mission. Clear missions to get event coins. So the sortie condition here is your Gunpla includes Sword Strike Gundam parts that are 6 parts. It looks like you need to have the full Sword Strike Gundam set to participate in this scenario battle. Very interesting. And then for the normal missions, yeah, we have, you know, your regular easy, normal, very hard, super hard, and EX missions. So no surprises there. But to see what we will be spending these hard-earned coins on, let's head over to the shop. So yeah, we have the full Sword Strike Gundam set, so it looks like you'll be wanting to buy that set up so you can complete the Situation 1 missions. Let's take a look at this set. So here is the head with the high firepower and close combat word tags. Not showing the fully upgraded versions in this preview, so we're going to have to sort of extrapolate those numbers later. This comes with Protection Hack, the normal debuff that reduces physical resist of all enemies by 30%. Next up we've got the chest. Again, high firepower and close combat. And a part trait that says against a large enemy strong melee power reduced by 8%. So I'm guessing that that Situation 1 mission includes fighting against a large enemy, like the last mission in the free mission series. Now we're going to take a look at the arms. We've got the Block Stance EX skill that raises melee defense of your squad by 30%, and again the high firepower close combat word tags. I do really like that word tag combination. Those are two great passive buffs for your Gundam. Now let's take a look at these legs. Again, against a large enemy, melee crit rate boosted 8%. So that's a cool sort of specialized part trait. You know, there aren't very many missions in the game right now that take advantage of that, but this Situation 1 addition to the event, as well as those last free missions, it could be very useful for those. We've got the back here, which gives high firepower and Gundam type, and the short Gewehr, you'll have to forgive my pronunciation there, EX skill. Jump and bring a charged blade down on a foe's head. Raise your melee defense by 10%. So it's got a Pierce of D and a Power of B. And it's a beam melee with a cooldown of 40 seconds with 10 seconds charge up right off the line. So that looks to be the special EX skill of the set. And then you've got the sword of the same name with high firepower and close combat for the word tags, and Maelstrom. Another piercing B, power D, blow through foes, spinning to strike them with your blade. That looks pretty ferocious, and also a good combination with the high firepower and close combat word tags. This looks like a great sort of melee focused build. This is, I gotta say, one of the better sort of coin exchange sets that we've seen from events thus far. The word tags seem really useful, the EX skills seem very powerful. So I'm actually pretty impressed with this set overall. Definitely better than what we've seen in the past. And then as normal, we have our skip tickets, the upgrade supplies, we have the 4-star awakening circuits, again just a limit of 1 on all of those, some cool emblems, but yeah, I mean pretty bare bones, but again the sword strike, despite the specialization, you know, the buffs against large enemies is a pretty specialized thing that's not going to be useful. The set overall looks really good. I think some of those parts might actually make it into some of my Gundam builds. So now that we've taken a look at the coin shop, let's take a look at the new pickup capsules available in the store. So we have the new parts pickup capsule with the Sengoku Astray Gundam. So we're looking at a beefy armor and melee defense for the head part trait. Infighter Job EX skill piercing boosted 28%. That is pretty nice. Paired with an Infighter pilot, that's a pretty powerful part trait. With heavy armor and Gundam type for the word tags. Great combination there. Now taking a look at the chest. We've got a part trait of Infighter Job EX skill cooldown reduced 20%. So yeah, this set is definitely looking like an Infighter focused set. You'll definitely be wanting to pair it with the appropriate pilot. Again, with heavy armor and close combat for the word tags. Big armor stat on this one. 1976 is a considerable number for that stat. So looking good in that department. Now we're going to take a look at the arms that come with the EX skill, Hidden Arm, and Samurai Sword. It's got a Pierce of D, a Power of A-, cooldown 21 seconds, first time 6 seconds off the bat, so pretty quick there. Mow down foes with dual blades hidden in your shoulders. Lowers hit enemy Gunpla's melee defense by 19%. I don't know how hidden those blades are, they look pretty obvious to me, but the power is decent on this one. Physical melee, that looks like a pretty solid EX skill, especially combined with the heavy armor and Gundam type word tags. Now we're going to take a look at the legs here. With module category equipped, EX skill piercing boosted 28%. So it looks like that is going to... I'm actually not sure what the module category refers to there. If that is like a fist module for the melee weapon, perhaps one of the other pieces of this set will sort of illustrate what's going on there. Decent armor, melee defense, nothing super crazy in the stats here, with heavy armor and 4 forest on the word tags. A little unfortunate with that 4 forest. Situational word tags are not really my thing, if you know what I mean. So now we've got the back for this with an EX skill of Particle Fa-Jin. Inject particles into your foe, destroying them from within. Raise shot attack of your squad by 39%. Another physical melee EX skill. A little bit longer on the cooldown with this one, but really great with the Pierce A+ and the Power C. That looks like a pretty powerful EX skill there. Again, with the heavy armor and close combat word tags. Again, a pretty solid piece there. Now we've got the shield with Oni no Tate. Pretty beefy melee defense and armor, but I would expect nothing less from a shield that looks like that. And for the part trait, we've got Infighter Job Enemy Strong Melee Power reduced by 30%. So a little bit of protection when you get into melee range with your Infighter, especially with the heavy armor and close combat word tags here. I'm really liking the way all of the traits of these parts are coming together. You know, everything makes sense. Everything sort of fits into place for a playstyle with this set here. And we've got the Shining Gundam. This is the second set on offer from these part capsules here. So we've got nothing really too special stats-wise, and then for the part traits, we've got Infighter Job Projectile Speed boosted 15%. That's interesting. That's one of the first times I think I've seen a projectile speed buff. It'll sort of help you catch enemies that are strafing. But being an Infighter, I don't know how relevant that is, seeing that, you know, you'd sort of be trying to close gaps and use melee attacks in lieu of those projectile attacks. But we've got Mobile Fighter and Close Combat for the word tags, and that is the head for the Shining Gundam. Next we've got the chest, which has a Super Mode EX skill. It is an Awakening EX skill with an effective time of 51 seconds. And a cooldown of 60 seconds, first time 12 seconds. Enter Super Mode for enhanced combat prowess. Raises speed by 20%, melee attack by 29%, and melee defense by 19%. So sort of, a similar EX skill to the Hyper Mode that we've seen before on things like the Dragon or the Rose chest piece. Cool thing about these Awakening EX skills is they can also trigger visual effects on your armor if you have certain armor pieces like the HE Titus or whatnot. It will actually change the look of your Gunpla a little bit. 1976 for the armor parameter is pretty solid there, and Mobile Fighter and 4 urban area for your word tags. Now we've got the arms for the Shining Gundam with an EX skill of Shining Finger Sword, of course. This is a Piercing B and Power A with a very long cooldown of almost 80 seconds. So great qualities there. This is definitely one of the longer cinematic EX skills. Crush foes with your love, your anger, and all of your sorrow. Who would say no to that? Raise melee attack of your squad by 19% and raise melee defense of your squad by 24%. So a pretty iconic move there from the series. Both of these sets in this pickup capsule have been pretty hyped by the community. These are some classics here. For the word tags, you've got Mobile Fighter and Close Combat. So that is something that people have been looking forward to quite a bit. Now we've got the Shining Gundam Legs with a Rapid Thrust EX skill with Piercing D, Power A-, unleash a blindingly fast flurry. Wow, try saying that 3 times fast. With sabers in each hand. Again, the Mobile Fighter and Urban Area word tags. And then the last item in the Shining lineup is the back. So, again, sort of decent stats. A part trait of in-fighter job, 20% to not recoil. So again, an in-fighter triggered part trait that focuses on ranged weapons. So a little bit odd there, maybe a bit of a miss on those part traits, but the Mobile Fighter and Close Combat word tags are solid. And there you have it for the new pickup capsules. These were both 2 highly anticipated sets. I definitely love this Sengoku set. I think the synergy there is really, really strong. And, you know, everything's sort of working together. And then the Shining Gundam is, of course, got that iconic EX skill and is a very well-known Gunpla there. So now we're going to take a look at the new AI Pilots pickup capsule. First, we've got George Desand with a part trait with Technique Attribute EX skill CD reduced 20%. So nice cooldown reduction on this pilot with Mobile Fighter and long range word tags. And pretty decent melee and shot defense, but really nothing to write home to about the stats on this one. And then we have Patrick Colasar, the member of the Mobile Suit Gundam 00 series. Doesn't really fare too well in that series, but it's nice to see him in the game. And he's got a part trait with Power Attribute, buff EX skill effect up 15%, so decent there. Yeah, the stats on him are pretty bad, but I think he is also a 3-star when he drops. I could be wrong about that, so please correct me in the comments if you know otherwise. He's got a word tag of Mass P and for Urban Area. So again, pretty weak on the word tags, but to be honest with you, I would have been disappointed if Patrick Colasar was an OP pilot. That would just be lore breaking in my opinion. So there you have it in terms of the new pickup capsules and the new event. Overall, I'd say I'm a little disappointed in the amount of awakening circuits available. I think in the Colossus event, there was a total of 6 awakening circuits that you could pick up from achievements and from the coin shop. In this one, I'm only seeing 4, but again, we could get the addition of the SP mission track later on, which could give us a 5th, which we've seen in past events. So a little bit lacking there, but I do have to say that the new sets in the capsules and even the set in the coin shop look excellent. I'm looking forward to picking up some of those parts myself. I think they are powerful, and they've definitely got a place in my Gundam lineup. So that's it for my overview of the new Bulwark Sword event as well as the new pickup capsules. Let me know in the comments below which of these new parts you'll be grinding for and where they fit into your current builds. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and hit subscribe, and I will see you next time.